Now we are on to the top 3. Keep in mind, it took me a while to figure out how to order them, and I think I came up with a good order. So slicing his way through dimensions to number 3, we have Virgil from Devil May Cry 5.
Interesting.
Fuck you!
I was honestly considering putting his DMC3 incarnation on here, but I honestly have more of a blast fighting Virgil in 5 than 3. The reason being is that we can fight him as not only good old Uncle Dante, but we can also kick his ass as Nero in the final mission of the game. For Dante, if you're good with Royal Guard, almost like me, then just build up that Royal Guard meter, waltz up to Virgil, and then just Royal Guard release him point blank range in the face, almost taking off half of the dude's health. Keep in mind, Virgil doesn't mess around, so around half, he'll go into either what looks like Devil Trigger or Sin Devil Trigger. Just jump, jump, and I already mentioned jump because you need to jump a lot. And after you almost beat him, he'll summon a doppelganger. A small little cheeky nod to DMC, Devil May Cry, Capcom. Anyways, this is where I suggest you go into DT or Sin DT and just spam the stinger until he's down. Nero's version of the fight is much easier, and it also has one of the best soundtracks in the game, if not the entire franchise. Silver Bullet, basically a remix of Nero's regular battle theme, Devil Trigger. Just do the same thing with the Dante version, but once Virgil's down, punish Virgil! Buster his ass in DT, it'll save you time. So, overall, Virgil's boss fight in 5 is an extremely fun fight as both characters, but it's more stupidly fun if you have the super characters on.
Interesting.
Summoning himself into battle is a boss fight I'm sure everyone, even people who aren't familiar with either series this person is from, will be sure to recognize. Bow down before his might and power, for he has descended. The one-winged angel himself, Sephiroth. Oh boy, this guy. What hasn't been said about Sephiroth at this point? He is what gamers consider one of the most infamous and recognizable final bosses in video game history since the release of the original Final Fantasy VII all the way back in 1997. Now there are also different iterations of this character's famous fight, so which one am I choosing? This one is honestly the hardest decision for me to make. So just to ease the pain, I'm tying both the Kingdom Hearts 2 and the Final Fantasy VII Remake fights for the number 2 spot. Now, there are more reasons why I put Sephi on here than putting Solaris in the list. For one, just look at him. He is the living definition of a badass final boss. That long flowing silver mane of his and that 7-foot long katana known as the Masamune are instant symbols of him, as well as his single black wing. Well, now his title of the One-Winged Angel makes more sense to you non-Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts fans. Which brings me to the next reason, his theme. Oh my god, this song is awesome. Nobu Uematsu really outdid himself when he first did the song for the original FF7, and it's still an amazing work to this day. The FF7 remake version of the fight is also one of the most fun boss fights in the entire game. The new version of the theme is made by the man himself again, Nobu Uematsu. I have seen people try to attempt the FF7 remake Sephiroth fight without taking a single point of damage, but that'll be rather difficult because of AI-controlled allies. Now we are on to the Kingdom Hearts 2 version of the fight. Apart from Sephi himself kinda having a bigger role in the story other than just being an optional boss, his KH2 fight is hella easier than his boss fight in KH1, mostly due to the less stiff nature of 2 as a whole. Overall, Sephiroth is a boss fight I'm sure nobody will forget. To quote Sephiroth himself, "I will never be a memory." Before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions that couldn't make the list. Either I don't remember them or they're from the same game. Kefka from Final Fantasy VI, aka American Final Fantasy III back in 1994. Ansem Seeker of Darkness from KH1. Dante's boss fight as Nero from DMC4. Devil Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog. And finally, Mundus from DMC Devil May Cry. With all that out of the way, let's go on to number 1. And without further ado, my number one favorite boss fight goes to Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts 2. My god, this boss fight is really amazing for a game originally released for the PlayStation 2 back in 2006. So what's the major deal with Xemnas? Well, he's the main honcho of Organization 13, a group of elites who want to make Kingdom Hearts whole again. Now Xemnas' boss fight goes in phases, but I'm just gonna go over the phases where you actually fight him. So phase 2, technically speaking, basically has you beating up Xemnas while he's in a suit of armor. Pretty easy, especially if you have combo extenders equipped. Phase 3 is the same thing, but you get yeeted to the far reaches of wherever the hell you are. Just do your reaction command whenever you see that triangle prompt show up. This is it, final phase. Just have excellent dodging skills. With all this in mind and put to the absolute test, you have beaten the leader of Organization 13 himself and got a few sweet cutscenes and one CGI cutscene with the game's main song Sanctuary sang by Hikaru Utada playing in the background. For that reason alone, that is why the final boss fight against Xemnas is my favorite boss fight ever.
We did it!
So, I hope you all like this as much as I have making this. Now I want to hear from you all. Who are your top 10 favorite bosses? And could you recommend these games that I listed to friends? Leave your answers in the comments below. Give this a like if you enjoyed the video, or dislike it and tell me to go die in a hole for putting Solars at number 4. Subscribe to the channel, it'll really help me out. And turn on that notification bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. I've been HorrorKid. I will see you all in the next video. Take care everybody, and make sure you stay safe during these times of chaos. And also, I should probably let you all know that me and my editor, Shay Midnight, who also edited part 1, please subscribe to his channel by the way, it'll also help him out and turn that notification bell whenever he makes a new video, are going to be taking a 3 to 5 week long break, because trust me, making this list was painful for me to make and painful for Shay to edit. So hope you all understand that we're taking a 3 to 5 week long break. Anyways, take care everyone, and like I said, stay safe in these times of chaos.